Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you an update on intermittent fasting and also sharing some of my current favorite products. And how are you guys doing? Did you have a good summer? Our summer has been really busy. We just finished up school shopping and football has already started. Fall soccer has already started. So yeah, I'm ready, so ready to get back into the swing of things and have the kids start school again. It's been a really fun summer, but it's like time to get back into the groove. Fall's almost here. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my favorites first, and then I will talk to you about intermittent fasting. So the first product I want to talk about is my makeup bag. And I've been looking for a makeup bag for a really long time. Like, I've been just kind of like hoping, I wasn't even looking for this when I found it, but I've been thinking, like, what can I use for a makeup bag that's going to be easy for me to use? Like, regular makeup bags, like if you're on the go, they're really hard because you can't see what's in there. You have to kind of like dig around. But this was so perfect. My husband wanted to go to a new store that they have here. It's kind of like a guy store. It's called Duluth Trading Company, and it's mostly just like work apparel and like guy stuff. But I found this and I thought this would be so perfect for my makeup bag. So it literally has like a handle, which, you know, sometimes I do my makeup in the car. It's probably not the safest thing, but if I'm stopped or whatever, I can like apply like my blush or something. But this is easy because you can just grab it. And it has several pockets. It's kind of messy. I didn't clean it out or anything before I started this video, but it's so cool because it has like a bunch of different pockets. And I'm always like, I think this is so much better because you can just like reach in and get what you want. You can put like maybe your blushes in one and your palettes in another. And this is just so great. Like, it's not a makeup bag, but it works so perfectly. I like the handle because I just think it's like, whoever invented this or made this, it's like perfect. It's probably for like tools or something like that, but it just works really great for my makeup bag. I also keep my brushes in this other little makeup bag. I got this out of I ordered a brush holder kit thingy on Amazon, and this was in it, and I just took it out. It buttons back in, but I just put my makeup brushes here so they can, you know, I can keep them all in one place, and then I just stick it in one of the pockets, and it works so great. It's so convenient. I can just throw stuff in there if I need to add more stuff and take it out. It also works great like if you have a brush. Like, I have a lint roller that I keep in there, and it's like plenty of room for everything. Sometimes on the go, I just like throw stuff in there, and it's just so convenient. I love it. I love that it doesn't have a zipper on the top. It's open. I can just see what's in there and grab it out, and it just works so good. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Not your typical makeup bag, but it works for me. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the foundation that I've been using, and this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. So this is a long-wearing foundation. It's hydrating, and it's like a full coverage foundation, which all of those things sound amazing to me. I used to use this a few years ago, and I think I just started using other products because I don't think back then their color range was that great. But even though it says hydrating, I think this is good for all skin types because it is not like an oily foundation. Like, it doesn't make me oily like some of the hydrating foundations can if you do have oily skin. So it just works so good. They do have a pretty good color range. I'm in the shade 2.0. This is skin tone light and undertone warm. So I think it works really great. It makes your skin like it's a nice, it's not matte, but it's kind of like a satin, not super, like, it doesn't give you like a glow or a sheen, but it doesn't look flat. It looks more like skin. Like, it looks really good in photos. Like, I've taken pictures, like selfies, and it just looks really good in pictures. So I really do think this is great. It's kind of spendy. I think it was like $40, but it works really great, and you don't need a lot of product. I use it with my sponge to apply it, and it just looks amazing. The next product I've been using, this is also a new product, and this is the concealer that I've been using, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Concealer. And I've heard people talking about this in the past, but I really felt like it was going to be too heavy for me, so I've never picked it up. I want like a good coverage, but like a lightweight under eye concealer. And this actually surprised me because it wasn't like super heavy and dry like I thought it was going to be. It actually is very creamy. It goes on really creamy, and then it dries to like, it's matte, but it does have like a little bit of a sheen to it. So I think it's perfect for under eyes. It doesn't like have that dry matte like under eye. Like when you start aging and you have wrinkles, you really don't want like dry and matte because it kind of accentuates your fine lines. But it just is very light, but it like has good coverage. It stays all day, and it has like a nice like skin look to it. It's not flat. So this has been really good. Love that. And then I did pick up a new waterline brightener, and this is from Tarte. This is the Fake Awake, and I really love this. I was using the Rimmel pencil, but what I don't like about this is after I sharpen it and I use it a few times, the edges are super sharp, so it like pokes me in the eye, and I just don't want to have to deal with sharpening it, especially just being as busy as I am. I want something that's convenient. I don't have to constantly sharpen it. So getting one of these twisty pencils was just a better option for me. It is a little bit more pricey. It's probably twice as much as this one, but honestly, this works so good and it stays in place all day. This one I have to apply it like midday to freshen things up, but this one I put it on, it just stays there. It's just a really good color. It's kind of like a nude peachy shade. Just a brightener. Works really great. Love this. Definitely worth the money so that you don't have to deal with sharpening and that whole thing. I think that's it for makeup. Not a whole lot. Like I kind of been using the same products that I have been all along. All the products that I talked about in my last favorites video, I'm still using pretty much everything. And then I guess I'll get into update on intermittent fasting. So I've been doing that now for about 6 months and it's working. It's not really, let's see, it's going great. Like I'm enjoying doing that. Things have changed a lot as far as like my eating habits. I did do an update on intermittent fasting before. So if you want to see my 3-month update, I'll put that in the information bar below so you can go watch that. Nothing's really changed from then. I haven't lost any major amount of weight. I'm still kind of fluctuating with the same like 3 or 4 pounds. Sometimes I'm 128, sometimes I'm 132, 133. It just kind of fluctuates like all the time. So that really hasn't changed much. I think if I wanted to see a bigger difference, I'd have to go back to doing keto, which I do try to eat low carb. I do, you know, have treats when I want them. I have carbs when I don't want to deprive myself. And something that I didn't talk about before when I did keto, like yes, you lose weight so quickly, more quickly than any other like way of eating that I've tried. Keto is like, I did it last December, like November, December, and I lost weight super quick. I was down to like 124, 123, and I definitely noticed that my body was different. I lost weight, and it did take a while for me to put that weight back on, but one thing that I didn't talk about was that like I lost a lot of hair, and I didn't really correlate it at the time, but now looking back, that's exactly what it was. It was around the same time frame, and I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but I'm pretty sure that that's what it was. Like I have all of these hairs that are like a few inches long, like all over. Like my skin, my hair was coming out in clumps like every day. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how do I even have any hair left? Because it was just like coming out every day. Every time I washed my hair, I was like getting so scared. I didn't even want to like brush my hair because like I would just have handfuls. And I don't know if that's typical for keto, but for me, that's what happened. So I'm kind of scared to go back to that. I feel like a little bit of carbs are okay as long as I'm not like going crazy with carbs and, you know, eating bread all the time. Like I still try to stay away from those things, but I'm not like completely keto. So I'm really just loving the positive effects of intermittent fasting. I do feel like my body composition has changed. I talked about the human growth hormone and that whole thing, how your body is also like using its dead cells and like refreshing itself. I really do think that because my body feels different. Like I weigh more, but I don't feel like as bloated as I used to. My stomach feels flatter. I do feel bigger, like my muscles are bigger, and I'm not sure if that's from the human growth hormone, if it's even been long enough to do that, but I like the way that I feel. I like that my body has a chance to rest. It has a chance to digest its food and then have a chance to rest, like my organs can rest, and it's not constantly trying to keep up with all the food that I'm eating. And I have a chance to think about what I'm gonna eat, make better choices, and also not eating as much. Like I can eat less and feel full. And I like that. I like not having to think about it all the time. So that's really good. I'm going to continue. Hopefully in a year, I mean, I can look back and see different changes that I might not have noticed before. But yeah, I do eat a lot of gum. I chew a lot of gum in the morning. I don't know if that affects your fast. I'm sure it does, because there's like sugar-free stuff, like anything that makes your body, like your insulin rise, that's breaking your fast. So it does help me though, especially when I'm at work. It's really hard sometimes when everyone's eating donuts and you have to not eat a donut. Like usually I'll just take one, put it to the side, and then eat it later in the day. My eating period starts at around 12:30, so it's not too long. Makes the morning sometimes go a little bit slow, but overall, like, it's getting easier and easier. My sugar cravings are so much less than they used to be, which is huge. Like I used to crave sugar constantly all day long, and now I just don't crave it. Like my body just doesn't crave sugar. I still do have treats when I want them, but I'm not like constantly thinking about it. So that's pretty much it for my intermittent fasting update. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.